we've got this nice soft paste of the cooked liver. Yeah? Now what happens?
Now we are giving a slight tinge to it. So what I've done is I've added a slight differentiation of taste over here, where I'll stuff it.
Oh, so once you bite into it, you get another taste.
Other taste. Now the stuffing I'm going to make of processed cheese, which is easily available in the market.
Okay.
Grated one. I'll add a little bit of chopped onions to it, a little bit of green chili, onions, and your ginger and your salt. So we'll make the mixture first. Okay, so we've taken the processed cheese, some chopped onions to go along with it, a little bit of green chilies, and a little bit of ginger, slight hint of salt. This is ready. So we'll take a little bit of this. The size, again, if you're making it at home, you can keep the sizes according to your liking. Add a little bit of the filling here.
So our little kebabs or tikkis or whatever you want to call them are ready, okay? All that is left to do is now sekao them on a pan. So the dish is called Sanyong, but before that, tell me a little bit about Vietnamese food.
Vietnamese is more simplified compared to Thai food.
Okay.
Their use of herbs are very similar to Thai food, but then the processing is slightly different. It's more simplified and they adhere to a single particular taste or maybe a dual ingredient taste to their dishes.
Okay. So we start?
Sure, 100%. Now, San Yong in Vietnamese culture, Sa means fish and Yong is a process to grill.
Okay.
What we're doing here is we'll make a marination with a lot of Southeast Asian herbs, which is very similar to Indian palais.
Okay.
Marinate the fish. Here we'll be using basa to make it more traditionally Vietnamese.
Okay.
But then at home you can use pomfret or whatever locally is available to you. We'll start off with the marination.
Let's start with the marination. Yes.
Now the most basic ingredient and the most prominent ingredient in this paste is the coriander roots.
Coriander roots.
So we've added the coriander roots, a little bit of lemongrass, green chilies too.
Okay.
You can use red chilies also, and the spice level again depends upon your palate.
Okay.
Then little bit of kaffir lime leaves, which are again chopped. Galangal. It is also called Thai ginger.
Yeah.
A little bit of fresh garlic. This is again one more spice which is called Madras curry powder, which is again easily available in markets.
Yeah.
A twist to it by adding some crushed peanuts to give it a body. A little bit of jaggery or palm sugar. A few drops of fish sauce. A dash of oyster sauce. Half a spoon of light soya. And the most important aspect is the coconut powder, coconut milk powder.
Coconut milk powder.
Finish off, we'll add a little bit of salt to it. The paste is almost ready now.
Okay.
We'll take it out in the bowl.
So here we are, this lovely marinade with all these wonderful flavors, aromatics and spices.
Very
in
aromatic,
it, yeah?
very aromatic, sir.
Great.
One more thing what we're going to do here is before we start marinating the fish, I'm going to add a dash of refined flour, just so that it gets a coating, the fish gets a coating. Now that the marination is ready, we'll add the fish pieces to it. You can see it's got a nice color and a nice aroma to it.
Now this basa,
Yeah.
does it take long to cook?
It doesn't take long to cook. It's basically very similar to the Bombay duck flesh what we have here in Mumbai.
Okay, so
It's a very tender flesh, tender flesh.
So the fish is on the grill. It's not going to take very long to cook. And this fish, when ready, is then served with this lovely salad of
Bean sprouts, carrots, little bit of honey, lemon, and black pepper.
sounds divine.